Hi, I'm here to do a check-in for the blood moon. This moon is one of the most intense ones we may have experienced in our whole entire life. You may have seen many different people's interpretations of the energies that this might be bringing in. But what I want to say to you is, no matter anybody's interpretation, what's going to get you through this and the challenges it offers us growth through is going to be your own discernment. And as the moon casts its illusory shadows upon the lands and us, it will be your heart that leads to true north. Okay, so our heads and hearts are in a constant battle, and the heart is worth the whole body's weight in gold. So if you can lead with your heart rather than allow your mind to lead you and control your actions, because with the mind being so clever and everything being ran by the mind, that is the most obvious way forward. The path less trodden is always led by the heart. So when you come up against certain challenges, or you have feelings or thoughts that arise during this time, and they're going to be extremely powerful, it's going to be extremely important that you stick to your center, your truth. That's going to lead you forward. You're never going to miss what's meant for you. You're only going to cause or endure delays. So there is a final destination for all of us, but the routes and paths we choose to take are of our own decision. Our heart will get us there much faster than the mind. Okay, so you may find that a lot of things are coming up for you to release during this time, and the things that you're going to be called to release are the things that have held you back for the longest. Now, this is going to manifest in many different ways for so many of us. With me saying earlier that, you know, many people have different interpretations of what this moon, with the energies, the influx of energies, what it's going to cause. Obviously, these are mine, but if you're hearing this, then this is meant to find you. So we all work together in this universe to aid each other. And if this has found you, this is really meant for you, to take what parts resonate, because it may not all resonate with you, but take the parts that do and run with it. So yeah, back to the release. The release is going to manifest in many ways. You may see or feel certain energies moving away from you. You may feel it's almost an upgrade of the system, and this can manifest physically. So you may feel quite poorly. You might have a little bug coming up. You may have physical body pains. If you are experiencing these, know that it is for your greater good. We can store trauma in different parts of the body, and as we release that trauma, pain is growth. Okay, so as we go from this big to this big, we call it growing pains, right? So and we never stop growing, but we seem to forget that as we get older. And the pain that you may be feeling in certain places is actually where we're starting to get movement again. Where we felt weak before, we are becoming strong. Okay, so we must choose to look at the lesson in things and the positivity, because that's where the growth is. And it's not about toxic positivity. People that have been through difficulties, the fire, know that for as difficult as it is, it's actually aided them. It's aided them in their journey, and it's enabled them to help others, if that's what you choose to do with whatever your skills are, what you're good at. You know, we can use them for or against people. That's your choice. That's in your hands. Just be graceful with yourself and others through this period of transition, because the blood moon, as it makes this ring of fire, those who haven't been baptized by the fire yet may find this slightly more difficult than others. Now, it's a never-ending growth, so we were never fully grown, are we? And once you've accomplished one mountain, there's going to be another mountain and another mountain and another mountain. We can choose to stop at the base of base camp of whichever mountain we want. There is no limit, so we stop climbing when we choose to stop climbing. But with life being a never-ending journey, and the evolvement, that's our choice. And once you've got the fear under control and you've got your head and your heart in a balance, why wouldn't you climb that next mountain? Go ahead and do it. Just nurse yourself as you go through this evolution. And this isn't a revolution, this is an evolution. What this what this moon and the energy is offering us is soul evolution, not revolution. This is not a revolving door. This is like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. This is the elevator that goes up. It's not like that. It's like this, y'all. So that song's in my head now. It's like this and like that, and it's like this and like that, y'all. Okay, so another thing that I want to say, I do want to get into doing a couple of cards for you, but I needed to channel this message really quick for you, is that as things do fall away from us, allow it to happen with grace. These may be people and friends and circumstances, and it's not our job to you can't educate those that don't want to be taught. Those that don't want to hear the music aren't going to listen to it. Those that don't want to dance aren't going to dance, and that's their choice. But there comes a time where you have to learn what's worth your energy and what's not worth your energy. So instead of causing yourself suffering because, say, you have a friend that's hurt you perhaps, or anything, that's just an example, but you face this situation, when you realise you've actually faced this situation before in many different circumstances under different guises, how many times do you want to put yourself back in that situation to do the same thing again when it's at your own detriment? Because yes, you are going to grow through this, but they're slow lessons. So when I said there's this destination that you are destined to reach, why delay? Why delay your own train? Why delay your own flight? Why delay anything when you were aware, and now you know? So, and don't punish these people. You're not there to educate them. We have to empathize with them, because if you have a deeper understanding, that's because everybody's on their own journey and it's all very valuable to them. But we can't put others down because they're not at our, or they don't have the same perception as us, and our perception is very unique. It can't be forced upon others. We can only encourage, and those that understand will walk with you. And you have to understand what's really important to remember at this time. And as you move forward, embracing this new identity and embracing your embracing what you've built up from your foundations, because you have a deep understanding of yourself and the way things work around you, is don't get blown over by the next biggest thing. Now, whether this is positive or it could be complimentary, it could be a challenge, it could be anything. You stand just like this. You have to be immovable and keep in balance. Check always, because the mind's very clever, and it will alert us of any perceived dangers that may be out there. But once we've already been through our journeys, we have to go back to our heart and say, how do I feel about this? Because, like I said, that just don't delay your own journey. You have to keep close the ones, I posted about this on my Instagram last night as well, you have to keep close the ones that heard you all along without you saying any words. Because when we bring words into the mix, this is another big thing, it's all related to the moon, obviously. When we bring words into the mix, words come from our analytical mind, and they cause us to have feelings. And because they come from the mind, words can deceive, because people are going to have different perceptions of what you say based upon their experience. So it can it can translate as positive or negative depending on somebody else's or your state of mind. So when we use these analytical words, we then have feelings about it, okay? And this can cause distortions, this causes ripples, but some make waves and some cause tsunamis, and some what you'll find is the ones that heard you all along without you having to say a word, these are the people that are going to be they are like key to your journey. They're so important, and you'll find, as we're all on our little journeys, some people are on canalways, some people are on lakes, some people are on rivers, some people are on streams, and you'll find that we interconnect at the right places, and then we join the river, then the sea, the oceans, and it's vast and it's beautiful. But don't force anything that's not meant to be. You don't need to let people know that you're dissatisfied with them, that you're angry with them, that they've hurt you. They know what they've done because that was the intention. People are not stupid. No matter how they might try to project or portray themselves, and their portrayal of themselves is a projection upon you. What you do with that is your choice. Do you reflect that back? Do you internalize it and alchemize it and go another step up your own ladder? Because that's the only ladder that's important in this big game of snakes and ladders. You know, there's lots of avenues and routes we can choose, you know, that might offer us something different on the way. But yeah, okay, so that's my channeled message. I'm going to pull an animal spirit, and the first one here, I've just as I opened it, the bear. He's awakening from a slumber. This is the big slumber, and I think I had this in a recent reading. So as he wakes, his senses are gradually growing sharper, and he's taken in the atmosphere, and he's up in the clouds here, look. And right underneath it we have the snake. And if you look back on my other readings as well, we have been in the Chinese year of the snake, which is all about this transformation, shedding the old skin, going back on yourself, transmuting the dark and the light, and emerging. And this is the emergence with the sun above you here, and you're up in the clouds. Can you see the blue? And you're powerful. So don't choose to give your power away. Like I said, you're just delaying your own journey. Okay, so let's get to it. Let's get to it. So the energy coming in for this blood moon, and I personally am so excited for it. I love it. I've been excited for, I was extremely emotional yesterday and the day before, but we are here to feel, but we're just here to balance it out. Energy coming in with the full blood moon, please. Oh, the earthworm, I love that. And it's so opposite, it's so far away from the moon up there. And the blood moon, as it makes this ring here, same has happened here with the earthworm, but this one's underground. So, but look at all the colours there, it's beautiful, and all the dirt that this earthworm lives in, and he's transmuted it, and look at the colour that he's coiled in within himself, this beautiful watercolour that sustains him that in the dirt. And there's many rings around him, and it allows his rings, say if they are rings of fire from his baptisms, what he's been through, he wears them, and they protect him. You know, I'm seeing, like, you know how just certain tribals will wear, the ladies especially, they wear it to elongate their neck, the rings that they wear here, but he wears them all over his body, and this is ultimate protection. So it's asking you to use your lessons as a form of protection, not as a weapon of war. Use them as a form of protection. And what you'll find when you do this, you see this part of him here, I'm seeing and I'm hearing, is it an accordion? Like, do, 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 do. It's nice, it's beautiful. it allows expansion and I don't want to say retraction. It's because this is not a revolution, this is an evolution, but as it's the noise, it's the sound that transpires. So you can't hear the movement of this book, but if he was an accordion, this here allows him the grace to expand without losing the magic, the art. Look what he's contained within him. And he's gone against the grain here, because see, all the lines are already have been written out for him. So when this energy of the moon comes in and they're like, it's like, this is the energy, it's here to disrupt you, it's going to be crazy, and this is how you're going to feel. No one's going to tell you how you're going to feel. You tell yourself how you feel based upon your experiences, what you know, what you feel, and the fear that sits in between. So if you can break through that fear of being told, oh, this is what's going to happen, you know, during this moon, and you know, like, everybody, like, get ready, don't go out because, you know, high energies are heightened, and yes, they are, but you're going to do, if you follow your heart, your intuition before you go out that night is going to say, oh, not sure if I really want to go, something's saying I shouldn't. And if that's a feeling, you'll feel it in your body, it's not going to be a confusion, like it's not like this in your mind, it's a feeling. If you pay attention to that, then you stay in, then you've worked to your highest good. But if you go against this little niggle that says, oh, I don't think I really want to go, but you go, and then you get into an altercation, or you're in a situation that's maybe not, it's not nice, maybe you've been there before, but you just didn't need that lesson again, well, then you've just delayed your own journey. So it's not about, this energy is not set in stone, it's here to work with, okay? It's here to work with. So yeah, these lines that were all set out for him, he chose to use the lines, but in a different way. So he bound them round himself, he used them to protect him, and he makes them, he creates this magic and this colour, okay? So this here tells you that what is going to be essential during this time, and the influence of this blood moon, oh, it's influenced us forever, and it is going to influence us forever. Every moon does, but this one's super powerful. It's an everlasting energy, so whenever you find this reading, you know, you come back to it anytime and listen to it at any time, because it's not just for that fixed period. Like, lessons are forever, but we can choose to forget them or build on them and offer other people our experience from the lessons we've had. And I was saying before about how no one's here to educate. I'm not here to educate people, and some people might think that, you know, they, like, I said in previous readings about people thinking they might be too big for their boots, but I'm actually here, and other people are here to empathise, because we feel it too. I feel it too. Everyone feels it, but we can't force that understanding on someone else who's on a completely different journey, and maybe they can teach you a thing or two as well, you know. Well, everyone can teach each other something, but we have to empathise with each other's journey to allow the most expansive growth, to allow this here to come out. So really important, that's what I was saying, is to ground, to root down right now. It's your sense of knowing where you belong, what you belong to, what you believe in, your faith, and not hide under it, but, you know, like I said, these rings of protection here, let yourself be bound by your, you know, in Japan they have in the water the like statues, and they're held by their own weight in the water. That's what this is. This is what you need to do. It doesn't matter which way you look at it, really. It's your connection to what is true for you, your core, your beliefs, that will keep you rooted right now to immovable, an immovable strength. I do like to read it from the book as well. So let me just see. Bear with me a second. The earthworm. Shy, hesitant, reluctant to share inner vision. We've all felt the woes of the earthworm at some point along the way. The earthworm indicates a newbie or a novice working to establish confidence in a new field. Others around you may seem wise and experienced, but it's important to remember they once felt the earthworm energy too. This card is a reminder not to be intimidated or to lose hope. Mastery takes time and you're on the right track. Besides, rumour has it, a beginner's mind offers the most valuable insight. When you're in balance with the energies of the earthworm, earnest, intelligent and valuable. When you're out of balance, self-conscious and apprehensive. To bring into balance, speak up or risk embarrassment. And that's it there. And you know, and unless you've actually been awarded a master's degree in something, or you know, with the big show and everybody's come to watch, and you know, where's your confidence in? How do you really know you know what you know? But you know it. But when you've not been given the cap and gown, you know, it's like, oh, I haven't earned this title. I'm not allowed to say this. I haven't. You studied it, but you haven't. It's not been publicly. It's not. You've not, just because you've not been given this public award. You think that other people won't appreciate you, or you think they know better, because that's the trick. You're never meant to feel good enough. It's not until you speak up. Like I said, we've all walked different paths, and somebody who has a master's degree in this can get the most valuable information from somebody that cleans up shit at a zoo. Do you know what I mean? We all have different things. If we're willing to listen, if we're willing to hear the music. And there's this guy I saw on TikTok myself. He was playing the violin, the most intricate pieces in the London Underground. And most people going past him on the elevator, they're looking at their phone. They're like this. Others have got earphones on, and some people see what he's doing and choose to take their earphones off and have a listen. Others of them just hear the music and don't even look up from their phone. Like, they're just taking it for granted. It's just part of their, you know. But these are the ones that delay their journey because they're not choosing to see the magic in the middle. Yeah, I want to see how long I've been on for. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I actually think I'm going to leave it there. I think that's the message that I needed to get out today. No, I'm not. I'm going to pull one of these. Just one. These are the Pixiekins. They're lovely. And something for you to look forward to with the energies of this moon, that full moon, the blood moon that's coming in. And we've got... I love it! We've got Winston and Belfry. Today is the beginning of anything you want. So, you know, these are the bats of transformation. They tend to appear at night, or they do their work at night, or they feed, they can see in the dark. And for what you have to look forward to with the energies of this is being able to see in the dark. And this can take a lifetime for some. Some people don't even look up at the moon. Some people fear it. Some people are controlled by it, okay? But we here use the darkness as our platform. You see, as they're on the rock here. And then we stand on each other's shoulders. We give each other a lift up. And we allow our wings to spread, and then we're going to take flight. And as we do this, you see their wings are very like butterflies as well. So these are the bats. These are very, very, very transformational. And look at the flower that's growing from the head there. And you wouldn't think things grow in darkness, but they do. That's where there's the most growth. but we always have to look for the light. So look up and down and all around, and then lead with your heart. So yeah, okay, thanks guys. I appreciate you tuning in, and see you again next month. I'll be doing readings before that, but this was your message for the full moon, and thanks for joining and thanks for listening.